Welcome in to the 19th Green Podcast, your home for shitty golf advice. Awesome times.
Hey, we're not fired.
By fanatics. Yeah, we're still not fired. We're doing the damn thing. We got another guest on this week that we are super excited about. Hopefully Juan fires us after this one, so we go out with a big bang here. But we have Rory Sabbatini on the show, which I have a weird connection with. So we'll go over that when he comes on the show. But pretty pumped, man. Please subscribe, share, review, like on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to them, because that does wonders for us. And if you're listening live, go ahead and comment. Let us know if you have questions for Rory, myself, or Adam. You can follow me on Twitter at What's Wolf with an E, WOLFE. And you can follow Adam at what is your Twitter?
Adam Raymer 11. But don't DM me and ask me about golf questions because I'm not going to know the answer. You're the scratch golfer here, bro, not me.
I do what I can. I think we're going to have better answers from Rory, but we will see here. You can DM me questions if you have anything about a swing. Usually I can help out a little bit, give you a little something. Adam is accepting feet pics though. If you don't want to just, send out if you want to send him feet pics, he doesn't really want to take golf questions, but he's there for that at least. If you need
you want me to show you the sock line that I have, like you showed last week? That's the question.
I'm not down, dude. Like I'll look at a sock line. I have no problem with that.
Steven will we'll say throw another comment in again of what the hell am I looking at?
Absolutely. Don't make me. I'm not going to do the 12 head again. That scared away. I think we got people to unsubscribe.
I think we lost subscribers from the 12 head. Yeah, absolutely.
It was not a good look for this network, this show. Definitely not for me. I apologize to all the Wolf fans out there, but we will recover. We will move on. We will get better.
It was great though. It was really
good content. That's what you want to see.
Great. You have a great face for radio, man.
Me? That's what I always tell my boy Zach. It's like, hey, bro, good for you. You got a great face for radio. But
what do you want to hit on stuff before we bring in Rory? He's not in our waiting room yet. So
if he's not in here yet, I think he'll be on in about 6-7 minutes. So we can kind of start the show with something else here. He will be on very shortly. We'll, of course, do the 19 holes with Rory. That's the rapid, random questions. Same thing we did with Adam Rank. Yep. It was a really good time.
Here, I got something we can start with just because it's going on right now. We'll start with we'll do a little U.S. Open and our picks.
I like it. So lead us off, Adam, for the 2021 U.S. Open.
Oh, it's
who
easy.
You have winning the whole shebang, if you will.
Roll damn tide, Justin Thomas.
God damn it. Roll damn time. That man, I love Justin Thomas. He's a phenomenal golfer. Everybody who's on tour is a phenomenal golfer.
Don't tell me he's going to shit the bed. Don't tell me he's going to shit the bed.
I don't think he will, like Brad's boy last week. But
I wish Brad was on here right now.
Yeah, we might get Brad. I think he's on a flight. Probably we'll just fine him the normal that we do on the show. So he will have a fine on his desk. Shooter McGavin.
Thanks, Brandon, for the
yeah. They're coming out with Adidas is putting out Shooter McGavin like gear.
Yeah.
Like it's all on the hips and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Steven threw up a comment too. Oh God, no. That was in reference to your 12 head / sock line.
Oh, that was good stuff. I know Steven loved it.
It was great.
Nonetheless, Adam has, of course, a roll damn tide, scholar, if you will. Roll damn tide. Justin Thomas.
Tide, baby.
How much you got him winning it by? Or is he going to like a playoff?
12
Let's get
strokes.
Specific here. 12-stroke win for Justin Thomas.
No. I'm going to say I'll go 2. I'll go
2 strokes.
2. And they had some good scores today to open the round. I didn't even look at have you looked yet to see what's going on?
I was actually just scrolling through right now trying to find my guy, which is not a good sign if I haven't found him yet. I'm at like 114 and I don't see Spieth.
Hey, he might not be. He didn't tee off till like 5 o'clock. which I don't know what time that's what time over there.
It said like 2:25. I think that he was going to tee off.
So he's probably done then.
And I thought he was even through a few, so I'm not sure.
You're muted. You're
me?
Good. I thought you were muted for a second. You're good. No, you're good.
I was like, damn, I already touched my mic again. What have I done?
Yeah.
But
what is he at?
He's +1 through 8. So he's got plenty of time. It doesn't, who knows at this point, right? With Spieth. And then your boy, did you see where JT is at? Because I did not.
No, I haven't even looked yet. He was even through 9 earlier today when I looked, but I did not look after that. So
I'm assuming
my guess is not great.
He's not rolling tide, if you will. And I will.
Jesus Christ. What is he? Did you find him yet?
I still haven't. And I'm at +3.
Get the hell out of here.
Oof. Where is this man? No, still not seeing him.
Oh, okay. Does he just decide not to play today now? Did you check the top of the leaderboard?
I did. That's where I started for you. I had high hopes for you.
Very hopes for a living.
Hopes. Mm-hmm.
What are you on? ESPN looking?
Yeah.
Where's Brad at? I need Brad on here.
If Brad was here, this would have been over with right now. DeChambeau's +1. Dustin Johnson's +1. Spieth is +1.
It's not good if you cannot find my guy.
I think it's really weird that I can't.
Yeah. Did he withdraw already?
That'd be wild.
Is he hitting stuff with his purse? What's going on here?
Why is he not on? Like, legit cannot find him.
Well,
who knows?
I'll look for him and you talk about your pick.
So for me, Justin Thomas is +2.
Yeah, he's right there. +2. Yeah.
Tied for 81st.
Yeah, okay.
For me, I think that it's my in between going to Chambers Bay, watching highlights of past US Opens, kind of the nostalgia of just watching that stuff and seeing how dominant he was.
Yeah.
And he's really made a big change in turn in what he's doing now. He seems that he's really, really back. He finally won one. He had a few short finishes, but he seems to be right in the mix every week for at least a little bit, at least the first couple days. And that's usually a big, big thing at the US Open. You got to get out early and get ahead, because if you don't, you're going to get left behind. There's so many people. And even just to get to the US Open is a rough go in the first place. There is a qualifying round. So I don't know. I just like Spieth a lot for this. I think that it fits him well. I think that he can play in the wind well. He's a good enough ball striker that he can get away with it. And as long as he doesn't get in his head too much about putting, I think that he should be in a good spot. But what about you? What was the, other than, Alabama and him rolling tide?
Man, I just think he's due. Like, and I've said that. I've said that on previous podcasts that you've done. He's due, man. Like,
it's got to be.
It's just, I think if he can get through the cut and he's within 3 or 4 strokes, I think he's got a chance.
Yeah.
I don't know. Koepka, for some reason, I don't know why. Why does Koepka play so well in majors, but then shit the bed in other, in other tournaments?
I was thinking about that today again, because didn't last week he missed the cut?
Or? Yeah. But at the PGA he finishes second.
He has a different way that he goes about things, though. He's gone on record saying. So I don't know if that has that much to do with it, but it's a big possibility. We can bring. I'll give Rory an introduction first. Is Rory going to be able to hear me if we don't bring him in first?
Yeah, he can hear you. He's flipping us off right now.
What's up, brother? All right. At your 5:30 tee time from Durban, South Africa, 6-time PGA Tour winner, 2 top 12 finishes in 2021 and a top 10 so far, a U of A Wildcat, Rory Sabbatini. How was that for the intro?
Have you been drinking?
Not yet. I should. It would have been better if I was.
I asked him that, and he's like, I'm so dehydrated right now. I'm like, well, I guess you need some beer, man. Mm-hmm. What are you drinking, though? Diet Coke.
Diet Coke, dude. And I didn't even drink on the golf course this morning because it was 112 out here in Phoenix. And I was like, that's,
okay, you guys look really short, really wide, so I'm going to turn you sideways.
There you go.
Okay. That's good. Now it looks the same.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks all good.
There we go.
So, Rory, I don't think I've seen you since, in the meantime, I've probably grown 6 feet and you've made 35 million on tour. I think it's definitely been a while, but
well, if you grew 6 feet, then how come you're not in the NBA?
That's a great question because I can't even, dunk the ball. Okay. I'm like I'd be the worst 6'5" point guard of all time. That's all I got. I can shoot, but I'm going to get bodied up. I was too small.
You're going to get bodied up. Yeah.
Yeah. I have no business being on a hardwood floor right now.
No.
Endurance wise as well. Got some COVID weight, all the elements are against me right now, Rory.
Yep. Hence the Diet Coke.
Yeah. Obviously that, makes it much better.
I, on the other hand, have COVID weight, but I am not drinking Diet Coke. I am drinking a beer.
Well, good for you. I'm drinking holy water.
Well, there you go.
That's what I like to see.
That's my week off. That's why.
I was gonna say. So, what did you do a qualifier or a pre-qualifier this week or last week?
I did. I tried up in Ohio and I made it through about 28 holes before my body said no.
Yeah.
I'm too old
Needed
for that.
Some time off.
Well, no, 36 holes. Just, dude, I'm 45, man.
Was it?
Body doesn't want to work that hard.
Yeah.
So it was 36 holes straight, like one day, 36?
Well, we played 5 holes and then sat for about 2.5 hours in a rain delay. And then at which point the course was prior to the rain delay already underwater. And then went back out. So it was a choice of, just play balls out of like partially submerged soupy lies and or go drop it in the rough behind a tree.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a big fan of the mud, nor is anybody, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that, Brandon. It's 117 every day where you golf, bro. Like you don't get rain.
Yeah, Rory knows all about the golf here in Arizona, but
you go get in the hot tub to cool down.
Oddly enough, right?
Yeah, it's like
jump in the hot tub.
Seriously, it's like 105 in the hot tub. It's like, oh, this is air conditioning.
Yeah, this feels great.
Yeah.
Give the muscles a little rest.
Yeah, it's like cryotherapy.
Try not to get frostbite doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you obviously that sounds like a rough time. The elements were a little bit against you. It sounds like too. If you would have,
I'm just too old to go and spend 36 holes chasing a ball around a field.
There you go. So if you're on PGA Tour like you are, is there like a certain cut of people that are like your FedEx points or like where you're at in the FedEx standings that you get exempt into the US Open automatically, or how does that work? Like, where's the cutoff?
Well, it varies because they keep modifying the rules with obviously with everything that's gone on with COVID, everything like that. So,
right.
This year they actually held qualifiers. Last year they didn't.
Okay.
But typically, what the basic rules are is top 30 from the FedEx Cup from last year, and then top 15 world rankings. And they have some other categories and.
Yeah. So that's pretty interesting then, because I didn't know how that worked, because I saw like yourself, even Ricky Fowler, and no shot against Ricky Fowler, hell of a golfer, love to watch him play, but he hasn't been having the best go as of late. He's working
like dressing. I can admit
it. That's all it is, right?
I could totally see rocking the all red or all orange or all blue.
The all orange. It looks like a prison jumpsuit. Oh
exactly. Yeah. Don't act like you wouldn't wear that, Brandon.
You know what we talked about today? Like,
oh shit, here we go.
I wear wild shit all the time. Like, I'm not above wearing wild shit.
He'll show up in the all blue with the blonde wig and call himself Smurf.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah. That's my go. And I was like,
yeah, just to be able to play with the ladies' tees.
Oh my god. Got to wear baggier pants in case I don't hit it past the ladies' tees. That way they come off easier.
No, that's why you always wore like 13 pairs of underwear.
That's right.
This is hey, I'm just gonna sit here because this is turning into Dog and Brandon now.
That's always a good sign.
I love it.
But hold on. So honestly, wait, you're Bama?
This guy above me.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Why?
Hey, if you guys could ever get a football team, just like Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, U of A, we're just killing it in football.
Seriously, anytime you guys want to take one of our coaches, you're awesome.
Yeah.
Do you need a coach?
No. The last thing I heard, they're going to bring Dick Tomey out of retirement.
Jesus. That's they can't win more than 3 games in a season at all.
No, they can. If they play basically like Pima City College.
Pima Community College.
Maybe a couple high school games.
Yeah. Then we'd be fine.
Yeah.
Their football program has been a mess for a long time. The only thing that really keeps it alive, because basketball is in shambles right now with everything going on, golf program remains good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So still have a good golf program.
Hey.
ASU's golf program, unfortunately, has been really damn good. Like really, really good.
Hey. They got a bigger drawing pool.
Definitely. Yeah, with Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
What made you go to U of A?
Actually, ironically enough, I applied to ASU, and they sent me a letter back saying we're not interested.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So then I got recruited by U of A. So pretty much every time I played against ASU, I tried to stick it to them as hard as I could.
There you go. I like that. Yeah. That's makes the rivalry good. You already you have that behind you. So you went out there for what, like a visit, or you played a couple rounds and they were like, no, we're all right? Or how does that work?
I basically played one event and won it and got AJGA All-American status. And then came back for the tournament champions and got recruited from there. And
nice.
At the time, knew one of the guys on the golf team, Gary Matthews. So I grew up playing junior golf with him in South Africa and came over and played at Arizona.
Nice. That makes it better to have somebody that you're familiar with and be around. A little more comfortable.
Yeah,
a little more comfortable on the course.
It's fun until you show up and you actually rooming with the guy on the basketball team, and then you realize there's no doors. You can see anybody walking from the parking lot to the apartment because there's been enough parties that have happened that stupid stuff's happened.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's not exactly a quiet place over there.
No.
There's quite a bit going on.
And I did get to go to the basketball game, so that was good.
Yeah. And that's when they were actually good too. Not that they have been recently.
Luke was awesome.
Lute Olson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute legend. He would you'd see him like at frozen yogurt shops all the time up in Oral Valley and stuff like that out in Tucson. Super cool guy.
He was a very good guy.
Yeah.
I got something. I want to know what got you started in golf.
Well, both my parents played socially, so they'd go play, and their way of occupying me while they were playing was to give me a chop down club and a golf ball and let me follow them around.
Yeah.
So I was like the dog just being led around the leash.
Yeah.
Just got to do whatever, hit whatever.
Exactly.
Hey, it worked. It worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah.
It's like you turned into a pretty good golfer.
It did work out, and ironically enough, I played all sports growing up, and I think I was about maybe 11, approaching 12, and made the decision. I was like, okay, well, which sport can I play for the longest? And so I decided on golf and quit playing other sports and focus on golf.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so for me, actually, obviously with us being neighbors for a little short period of time there, that was like my big thing. Is I always thought golf was super cool after you being next to me, and you telling me stories about Tiger and doing different stuff for me. I still have your autographed glove. I have the one that got me from Tiger. You were always a big influence for me golfing as well.
Just rub it in. Rub it in.
I do. I still have them.
Hey, you know what? He only put 2 names in that sentence.
That's right.
Look, we
got 2 guys.
Last week when we get done with our show, he's like flaunting it up, like, look at this glove I got. I'm like, oh shit.
Let's see if I got him.
Look, oh yeah, here he goes. He's gonna get it now.
Mm-hmm.
I won't show the other guy, but I'll show the Rory one.
Rounders?
Look.
Yep.
Does that look like your signature?
He's not listening.
Where his buddy goes upstairs with his baseball mitt?
Yeah, that's me. I'm that guy.
Yeah, I guess that's him. That's Wolf.
Nobody ever believes me. They're like, "Oh, you're just randomly, neighbors with a PGA Tour, arguably a Hall of Fame career guy with 6 PGA Tour wins." I'm like, "Yeah, I was."
I got a better chance of Hall of Shame than Hall of Fame.
I don't know. You got a pretty impressive career going still.
Well, I appreciate it, but yeah, you know what? You ever met a golfer that's ever been happy with anything he's done? No,
absolutely
exactly.
Yeah. We have conversations like that. I'm sure you do every week. We talk about how we play, and Adam will be like, "Oh, how'd you play?" I'm like, "I'm pissed off. I shot even." Like you have days like that, no matter what.
First
no
of
matter
all,
how good you get.
I hate getting Brandon's text messages or calls. He's like, "Man, you're not going to believe this." I'm like, "What?" "I shot 1 over today." I'm like, "Good for you, bro. I shot 26 over. I lost a dozen golf balls."
Hey, just tell them to move to Chicago, it'll be 6 under.
That's right. 6 feet under.
Exactly. Just gonna be a hot lie.
Yeah. What do you have coming up for what next event are you going to play at? Are you going to, what are you thinking?
Well, I've got the next 3 weeks. So I've got Hartford, Connecticut next week.
Nice.
And then after that, I go to Detroit for the Farmers Insurance.
Which you've played well at.
Yeah. Rocket Mortgage, excuse me. Farmers is in San Diego.
Yeah. Well, those are back-to-back good ones for you.
Yep. And then I go 3rd week in a row to John Deere. So I can get some insurance. Actually, 2 weeks in a row I get insurance. I got Rocket. Oh, no, I can get insurance, mortgage, and then a tractor.
The tractor. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you need the insurance for the house and you need the tractor for the home you're going to buy.
And then I'm going to move to Oklahoma.
So those actually, this is a good month of golf for you then coming up.
Yeah, well,
because you typically finish high
from there, and I go to Europe from there because I got to go to Slovakia. Week of media stuff, and then I go from there to Japan for the Olympics.
So you're going to represent Slovakia this year in the Olympics, right?
Correct.
So I've actually read quite a bit of articles about it because I found it really fascinating. Yeah. What was your decision on going, and getting your citizenship with Slovakia as opposed to South Africa?
Well, my wife is from Slovakia.
Okay.
And then her cousin is the director, the president of the Slovak Golf Association.
Yeah.
And so South Africa has a whole bunch of professional golfers. Slovakia has none. Now,
really?
In Slovakia, it's about 80% to 20% women to men golfers. Well, because, it's kind of like Canada. If, you can hold a stick, you're going to go play hockey.
Yeah. That's interesting. So
they basically did this. And also, they really never established any kind of real junior golf program over there. So this was all basically created, and we did this to try and inspire, get the government involved, and to establish a junior golf program in Slovakia.
Nice. So that's something that you're working on with the Slovakian government to get a juniors program going, or something that's already in place?
So, we basically do fundraisers each year. Obviously last year it did not happen because of COVID, but this year we're gonna do it again and start up another fundraiser basically providing scholarships to like they've got a girl that lives in the east of Slovakia that is a phenomenal golfer. Every time she plays, she destroys the competition, but she's from a family that cannot provide, the opportunity for her to go and play golf. And so basically we're going to use funding to try and help, underprivileged kids and, kids in need to, be able to go out and compete and be able to, learn the game of golf.
Nice. Yeah, you'll definitely let me have to know when you guys get that fundraiser started. I can do a scramble at my country club, but we'll see if Adam can get one going at his and kind of get that going. That'd be
but let me talk to Chad first. Make sure we got the insurance.
What?
You have to go out to Randolph, so you can't hit any houses.
Randolph. That's where we played our state regionals. Was at Randolph. It wasn't. It's a pretty wide open course, but
exactly, and no houses on it.
No, not at all.
Hey, Brandon, tell him what butter knife clubs you're playing with now.
I can't. He's gonna disown me as a person. He's gonna be like, I don't even know Brandon anymore. So I recently, and this is something that actually ties into with something I want to ask you as well. But I went and got some PXGs. I've always played Titleist before that. But
oh my God, you forked out all that money, and now you're homeless.
And now I had to sell my home here in Phoenix, but I made good money on it because the market's crazy. Rocket Mortgage. But
shout out, no free shout outs.
So I had the PXGs for 2 months. I hit them way too far and didn't have the same feel and control that I had before with Titleist. Because distance is not always a helpful factor, especially when you can't control distance. So I got rid of the PXGs already. I sold those. And then I got a buddy of mine had those, the TaylorMade Tiger Woods, which are like the tiniest blade I've seen. I'm sure
they're butter knives.
Yeah. But I've been hitting them pretty well, but they just don't feel like, I don't know if I want another man's name on my golf clubs. You know what I mean? I find that
you really have it on your gloves, so why not?
That's true. That's just join up the bag. I'm gonna start wearing that glove to the course.
Yeah, exactly. You could just get a Tiger Woods bag. Maybe the head cover.
Get a Tiger head cover.
You could get you could really go old school. Get like the original TW, shirts and some flare pants and show up there and just go rock it all out.
Some Nike Sasquatch driver, go back. Just
oh my God, the old square one. Yeah.
Did you hit that on tour? Because are you still sponsored with Nike, or were you were with Nike, right?
I hit it for one event and then said, no, this is not for me.
That thing sounded like an absolute trash can.
It sounded like where it belonged.
In the trash. What do you play? Like, or do you just have the freedom to play whatever? Is that what's your
luckily for me, I have a corporate deal with Sentinel Spine and with the Viscogliosi brothers. So they own Sentinel Spine. And it's given me the freedom to pretty much use anything I want. So I've got a mixed bag, and actually, ironically enough, I went back to where I started with golf and went back to Mizuno's.
Really?
Yep.
What are you playing? Like the MP20s?
The MP20s. Yep.
Okay. I like the MP20s a lot. I just hit those the other day after I cracked my PXGs in half. Those are great clubs. What about wedges? Are you still playing the SM8s, the Titleist Vokeys?
Yep. Well, you can't beat Vokey wedges.
That's what I play, the same ones as you, only I don't get the cool, embroidered Rory.
Oh, no. Mine don't have that right now. They have a de facto Rust series going right now.
That's pretty sweet. You're just letting it go.
I brought them home. It started raining when I got home. And so now with the humidity and everything in Florida, it's just pure rust.
Yeah. We don't get that much humidity here in Arizona, as you know. So
or rain.
I know. And when you do, everyone's whining and complaining.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a dry heat, as they say. But
what? Oh, no. That actually that's a great story right there. Dry heat. I tried to explain that one to my wife, So we flew to Vegas and drove to Reno. I did not know how far that drive was. I'll never do it again. It's kind of like flying Spirit from Miami to Vegas. You did it once, you don't do it ever again.
A red eye on Spirit?
No. It should be called anti-Spirit. But anyway, so we're driving along, and I'm like, well, it's like 113 outside going through Death Valley. I'm like, okay, we'll stick your hand out the window. She puts her hand out the window, and she brings it back in. I go, how'd that feel? She goes, felt like a hairdryer. I go, that's dry heat. So the difference between dry heat and humidity is when it's humid, you go in the shade, it feels cooler. In Arizona, when it's dry heat, you go in the shade, it still feels 113.
Yeah, it still feels like garbage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why. Have you lived out in Florida for a while now?
Coming up on 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good golf out there, obviously.
There's a few decent courses around.
Yeah. What's your actually I can't ask you that because I have our 19 question rapid questions that I have to give you.
Oh, okay.
That might be one of the questions. But that we could get into right now.
All right, go for it.
All right. So this is called 19 holes. We do it with all of our guests. We've been doing the show. I think this is our 5th week now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you're a big NFL guy, but Adam Rank from NFL Network came on.
Boycott.
Yep. Boycott. He's done. Just regular football.
I'll watch Premier League, but no NFL, no NBA.
Okay.
College sports, I'm good with.
Yeah. Other ones, not so much.
Look at now you've made Brandon have to rethink his questions. Look at him.
No, I don't have any. I don't have any NFL questions.
Now he's only got 16 holes.
Yeah. We'll just drink the last 3.
Exactly. It's gonna be like Wolf.
Yeah,
be solo the last 3.
That's a great golf game. So you have your timer ready, Adam?
I got you. Go.
All right. So what we do, 72 seconds. If you get through in 72 seconds, that's even par. Get through quicker, you're under. I mean, you know how golf works.
I would think he knows how golf works.
The questions vary as just like, a this or this, or fill in the blank questions. Quickest you get through them, the better off you are. Our best score so far, I think, is an 82.
Yeah. And you win absolutely nothing.
You win a tall glass of sand in dry heat. All right.
You ready?
You tell me when you're ready. Okay. Yeah. First question. Mallet or blade putter?
Blade.
Long par 3 or long par 5?
Long par 5.
Would you rather 3 putt for bogey or chip in for double?
3 putt for bogey.
What course has the best food?
Charlotte, North Carolina. Quail Hollow.
Adult beverage of choice on the course?
Vodka.
Rather win the Masters or 3 majors?
3 majors.
Blank will win the 2021 U.S. Open.
Xander Schauffele.
Favorite golfer?
Myself.
Team DeChambeau or Koepka?
DeChambeau.
Best PGA win?
LA Open, Nissan Open.
Hit the range or play 9?
Play 9.
Please don't pair me with blank.
Oof. Jason Duffner.
Early tee time or late tee time?
Late tee time.
My friend blank sucks at golf.
You.
I knew that was going. More satisfying beating Phil Mickelson or Tiger Woods?
Phil.
Favorite golf course?
Kapalua.
Most beers drank between you and one friend in 18 holes?
Oof, probably 30.
Favorite number of ball?
The one that goes in the hole.
I like it. And number 19, favorite curse word on the golf course?
Oh, come on, really? F-U-C. Oh.
All right. That's it.
Oh, wow. That was pretty easy, man.
Yeah.
He flew through it. What did he shoot?
84.
84.
Oh shit, he reads slow, man.
I read slow, yeah. I would assess myself.
You don't even read. You don't even read good.
We'd still be waiting on number 2.
I assess myself a 5-stroke penalty due to laughter and not reading it.
A couple of them. I was glad you were reading the question.
Oh my god! Right. Can you imagine if that wasn't Diet Coke and that was like, I don't know, something more interesting?
Yeah,
Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about a really heavy IPA?
Yeah.
I can't. For me, they taste like shampoo.
Hey, can you read what that says?
Rory's head's about to spin right now. What is that?
It says bat squatch.
Really?
I've not had that.
I think that's where COVID came from.
Yeah.
Hey, if you think about it, that's exactly where it came from.
7.6%.
Oh, okay. Well, that's like a breakfast beer.
Yeah, that'll get you. Well, it's like drinking a Monster Energy. It's just that'll get you going. It's not going to do much after that.
That's just like warming up for the back nine.
Do you? So when you go and play casually, do you drink a lot on the course?
No.
No?
Really?
No. You know what? Ironically enough, if I drink on the golf course, it only means 2 things. I'm out of golf balls, or I just really don't give a shit who I'm playing with. I really don't like them because otherwise, I can't do it.
No.
I suck when I drink.
I feel like I play better, which I probably don't. But
you know what? That's what most alcoholics think.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not denying that.
He's enabling himself right now.
Not denying that. I mean, I am.
You can't be an alcoholic if you don't go to meetings.
It's true.
That is very true. I want to know something because you asked him more satisfying being Phil or Tiger, and you said Phil.
Yeah.
I want to know why. Why would you say that?
I will not elaborate on that. I will not elaborate. It has nothing to do with schools.
Nothing at all. It doesn't. Not the ASU U of A thing. Yeah. Not at all. Okay.
Yeah.
No. I won't elaborate on that, and we'll leave it there. You know what?
Yeah.
It's funny because the media created this whole scenario about how I didn't like Tiger, everything like this. You know, I've had nothing but the utmost respect for Tiger.
Yeah.
The guy's phenomenal, really. It just sucks that he wrecked his ankle.
Yeah.
Because, it just kind of seemed like he'd gone through being at the peak, gone to the bottom, and it was starting to kind of resurge.
Yeah.
And it was kind of interesting to watch. And it's obviously sad for the game of golf. And so now we get to see Brooks and Bryson.
What do you think about that? You think that it's just stupid? Like what?
I think it's goofy. I really do.
You think it's made up? Like you think they're just, or you think they actually don't generally don't like each other?
You know what? I can't say because I know Brooks because playing against him, but do I know him personally? No.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you the difference between him and my neighbor next door. I've said hi to like 3 times.
And you've played with him quite a bit, right?
I've played with him a couple times, but obviously when you're out there and competing, you're not really sitting there chit chatting, not socializing. It's not that way. But I've spent quite a fair bit more time with Bryson, and I've never understood why people have such an affliction towards him, because the guy really he's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
He is a little different. He thinks in a different plane, but you know what? That's most of us. So,
absolutely.
But he's a super nice guy, and he's driven. He does things very differently, and I've never had a problem with that. So
yeah, we talked about this a bit on some of our shows, obviously because it's a big golf topic. But I've gotten to the point where with Koepka, and this is completely my words, not your words out of your mouth. With Koepka, I feel like he's like picking on him, and it almost feels stupid. Like just leave him alone. And he is, it's definitely different, but he's a sweetheart. Like whenever he wins, he has a great interview after. He's always a super nice guy, very graceful. And I think that's, how it should be. So you finished in the top 10 this year, and you told Patrick Reed, like, nice win. So like, I see you do stuff like that, and I just feel like that's kind of how it should be. It's okay to have a little rivalry, but
it's kind of funny because I feel like maybe I've been misunderstood for a long time, but you know what? I'm not here trying to win a popularity contest. I'm out there to do a job, and I'm my worst critic.
Yeah.
But I feel Patrick's very much the same, and I get along great with the guy. I think the guy is fantastic. He really is, and it's just it's sad when mainstream media has to go into try and delve into his personal life and bring up stuff that has no business being anything involved in what he's doing when he's in contention for the Masters. It's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, you know what? We all have family or personal issues and things that we've gone through, but that's our lives. It's not the public's.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for him in that way. And really, the guy is a phenomenal talent and probably kind of the sneakily the hardest working golfer I know.
Really.
But, him and Bryson both. They're the same way. They're always out there. They're always working. They're always trying to perfect their game, and which obviously is tough because it's a game that can't be perfected. But they're both great guys, really.
Yeah. We talked about Reed and how he gets a bad rap all the time, and they dig into shit more than they should with him. And it seems a bit ridiculous at times. People just pray for his downfall. But nobody was mad at him when he was whooping ass in the Ryder Cup.
Exactly. And and that's the funny thing is people, especially through social media, think that they know players, and they're the first ones to go and make a comment, like a negative comment about them or something like this. Do they actually do they know us? No.
Yeah.
There's a difference, between having something negative say when it's actually justified and something when it's not. You know what? I was also raised, if you don't have something nice to say, just, keep your mouth quiet.
Yeah. Don't say anything at all.
Yeah. Society, you know what? I can't remember who said it, but they said the greatest thing that humankind ever invented was the internet, and it will also be the downfall of society. And it's proven to be true.
Yeah.
That is spot on. Yeah. And what's the other? Negativity always speaks louder than love. It's so true with that. It always gets talked about more and more, just like how right now, how I had to bring up the Bryson, the Bryson thing as well. So it's not the greatest thing ever.
No, but it's just, it's sad because, and what's her name? Naomi Osaka has gone through all of it with the tennis world. It's just the media has become so enamored and so just fixated on being completely negative, unless it's somebody that's deemed untouchable.
Right.
And they have basically no limit to the damage they can do to somebody else. And they've got no repercussions to it. Basically, the onus is always on the player or the person or whoever it may be. And our recourse is nothing. So you can understand why there's more and more of these athletes now that are going, well, no, we don't want to do interviews. We don't want to be involved in media stuff because you know what? Everything's going to be taken in a negative light. So why should we do it?
Yeah. Well, I was talking about this with my kids about social media. And when I was a kid, we didn't have social media. I didn't have
You did. It was stand up, look over the fence to your neighbor, go, hey,
yeah,
I'm here.
Or I had to remember phone numbers, and actually call somebody. And I've always talked about it, and I talked about it with guys at work and on the golf course even. And I was like, if I would have had social media when I was one, I would have been in a lot of trouble. I would have been in a ton of trouble. Brandon, what are you doing, bro?
He's just trying to ignore because he doesn't admit he would have been in trouble too.
He's had to switch headphones twice. He can't go one show without touching his damn mic.
My headphones
died.
My headphones died.
Yeah.
When he starts bedazzling them, then be worried.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Keyword. Yet.
Yeah.
Look at him slamming that. Look at him slamming that Diet Coke.
That thing's going down easy right now.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Hey, you know what? Don't drink too many of those. You got to drive.
That's true. Yeah. Got to make sure I get home safe. Walk from the office to the bedroom.
Hey, you might have to do a pub crawl.
You never know. Might have to call me an Uber.
Rory, what's your favorite club in the bag?
Well, that kind of varies. For a long period of time it was my driver. Then the next period of time was my putter. Now I hate my driver, love my putter. I wouldn't say there's any particular club that's my favorite in the bag. I always have my staples that stay in and the other ones that fluctuate in and out. So I've been using the same hybrid 3-iron now for like 7 years.
Which one is that, if you don't mind?
The Apex, Callaway Apex.
Yeah.
Right after Barney Adams went over to Callaway. After they bought out Adams, yeah.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Brandon, you don't hit hybrids, do you?
I do. I can't hit hybrids. Like
you can. You can hit them. You just try.
I can hit them. I tend to hit irons better than that.
You hit those butter knives better than hybrids?
Yes.
Get the hell out of here.
That's because he lives in Arizona. There's no trees to hit.
Yep. That's exactly.
It goes in the wash. Hey, I can hit an iron out of here.
Yeah, like he called me today. He had his AirPods in, and all of a sudden I hear him. He's like, "Ah, damn it, that one didn't draw at all."
Yeah, I ended up
are you
underneath
literally playing golf, talking to me right now, dude? Yeah,
I found an actual tree out here on an Arizona course, and I was underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to get out of it.
Yeah, you can't call a saguaro a tree.
That's true. That's all I know.
How many limbs it has.
Yeah, that's all I know. I don't know what else is a tree. What is a tree?
He said it was a tree. It was actually the barber pole in the middle of the fairway.
It was throwing some shade.
That was so I told you a while back how I did the qualifier for what was it? For Waste Management Open.
Mm-hmm.
My first tee shot, I stuck a barber pole. I don't know why it was still in. Like, I've never really seen them that much in tournaments still. But I stuck it straight down the middle, and my ball bounced back like 30 yards off my drive. It's like, sweet. It's going to be a good day. I just crushed one right down the middle, and it blasts the barber pole. And I'm like, dude, I might as well pack up my shit and go home. Like, I couldn't believe that.
Brandon's rule is if he starts off birdie on hole 1, what happens?
It's never a good day for me.
Okay.
It's a mental thing.
You see ladders, black cats, all this. Yeah. You're like a one-legged duck swimming in a circle, huh?
Yeah. It's all that Diet Coke he drinks.
I black out on Diet Coke.
You know what? Maybe you should lay off the caffeine.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Uh-huh.
Do you still get nervous when you tee off, like your first tee shot of every tournament? Do your hands still shake a little bit?
No. It's funny because it's like if you do the same thing enough times, you become so desensitized to it.
Yeah.
So, kind of like you you keep hitting your thumb over and over with that hammer. Eventually, you just go, "Oh, it doesn't hurt no more."
Yeah, exactly. You just get used to it.
Exactly.
Become numb.
Yeah, my thumb's a little flatter and a little wider, but hey, it doesn't hurt anymore.
Same guy.
Yeah. No, it's just. You do it enough times, you become desensitized.
Yeah. I still shake, but I'm also, I'm built different. Some would say I'm kind of a pussy, so that's.
Hey,
that's
you are what you eat.
I shake because I've either not had enough beer or 2, I've had too much beer.
And you got the hangover.
Damn right.
He's got the shakes. He's got withdrawals the next morning.
I'm what you call not a great sober golfer.
Yeah.
Well, so, you know what? Hey, you can be an ambassador for the Michelob League.
Yes.
I'm good at that. I'm good at drinking beer.
Mm-hmm.
My good old 14 handicap I have. I'm great.
Yeah, when you heard about DraftKings, you thought it was like a drinking website. You didn't know about the gambling one, did you?
Yeah.
I was like, how many beers can I drink?
I mean, I'd win that.
Yeah, you were like ready to sign up for a membership.
Yeah. 63250. Get out of here. Pound them, maybe. Give me a pitcher. Just give me a funnel. Hold it there.
All he needs. They put out highlights of the U.S. Open today.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw any of those, but you were one of them.
Yeah.
The 2014 hole-in-one from 202.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So I have a question inside that question. Number one, when did you switch to a yellow ball? When were you like, I'd rather play a yellow ball than white?
Well, actually, it was the 2019 U.S. Open at Pebble Beach.
That was 2019, not 2014?
No, that was 2019.
The 202? Okay.
Wait. Yeah, way to get your facts straight here, Brandon.
They put it up there. The 4 looked like a 9. It looked newer, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't a 3. It was a 5-iron.
Nice.
Yeah.
No hybrid.
Don't act like it went a driver and you teed it up.
No, but actually, the most ironic thing is I hate that hole. That hole's my nemesis. I hate that hole. I despise it. I go play the AT&T. I can never make better than 4 or 5 on that hole. But then I go to the U.S. Open, and I played it 4 under for the week, almost 5 under, because I made 2 birdies, a hole-in-one, and I should have birdied it the last day.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Well, you dropped the hole-in-one.
They just don't make it hard enough for me apparently during the AT&T.
That was I think that was one of the coolest U.S. Open shots ever.
Oh, thank you.
That was awesome.
No, I switched to the yellow ball that year because that was the first year that Titleist introduced the Pro V1 and the Pro V1X in the yellow ball. Yeah. And sucks to say, but I'm getting old enough. I can't see a white ball anymore.
Oh,
I can see a yellow one, but I can't follow a white ball. And I got so concerned about it. I went and saw an optometrist. And the guy goes, "No, your eyes are perfect. You're just getting old." I'm like, "Thanks, dude.
Thanks. That really helps."
Yeah. So
no, I like that they did that. Is that what you still play right now? Because I know TaylorMade's doing it. Everybody's doing it with the yellow ball now.
I'm going back to the white ball next week.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Any reason behind that, or are you just going to give it a go? Change it up?
I'm being superstitious like you. I just figured the hole doesn't like yellow balls.
I like it. See, that's exactly something that I would do as well. Like, there's something different.
Well, my wife always goes, "You ever look at all the hole-in-one balls up on the wall? There's no yellow balls up there. They're all white."
That's a good point. How many do you have?
How many hole-in-ones?
Yeah.
6 and 1 on PlayStation.
6.5 then.
Yeah. I made a hole-in-one on PlayStation on number 3 at Torrey South, and then I actually made one in actuality.
That's awesome.
Brandon, tell them about your hole-in-one that wasn't not so much a hole-in-one.
Yeah, so I have 2 now. One does not. I will say one does not count.
Yeah.
My first one ever was 142 yards, and I don't know why. I was hitting the ball a little longer that day. I don't usually hit a 50, 140 yards. It's usually like my 130, 135 club, my 50 degree. And I just rocked one straight at the pin, a little bounce back, check back, and rolled from behind straight in. My first hole-in-one over water, hole 9 at Augusta Ranch. Obviously not Augusta Ranch out here.
You should have said Augusta. Just leave it at that.
I'm going to keep it at that from now on. Yeah, just at Augusta, no big deal.
Yeah, but 9 at Augusta would be the par 3 course.
Yeah. I would like to play that too. Yeah. But so the controversial one, it's definitely not a hole one. It's not controversial. So there's a chip off mat for our clubhouse. So there's the scratch bar and grill. There's a little chip off mat off the patio. And if people are tied after a tournament, you hit over water onto a green on hole 9 as well. So it was like 79 yards and I just dunked it from the chip off mat
with a pink lady,
with a pink Titleist, straight in the hole. Mm-hmm. And now it's up in the bar.
So apparently you've been playing the wrong color golf ball.
Yeah, so I should switch to pink because obviously, like you just said, the white ball doesn't want to go in the hole for me. So I need to switch up ball color. I'm going to
it'd go good with those outfits that you wear.
Go get you some pink laddies.
Yeah, there you go. They never fail.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I put it in on the chip off, and they're like, "That's a hole in one." And I was like, "No, it's not." And I guess whatever the PGA rules are, it has to be a certain distance. I think it's like 75 makes it a hole in one.
But
I don't know. But
you it's got not off the tee box because they float your boat pretty good.
Yeah, they're really pumping me up.
They are.
Hey, what's your old lady? What's your girl commenting right here, Brandon?
Also, first time hearing this version. Yeah, well, we don't want to give too many details. Like, she already wonders where I'm at all the time whenever I'm golfing every day. Like, you know where I'm at. You have my location on my phone. I'm at the golf course. Why are you there for 8 hours? I don't know. It was slow. You know, that's the gift that keeps giving.
I'm not even touch that one. You set that one up too. That was like T-ball right there.
Love you, babe. The other thing I was going to ask you. So speaking of that, you know, with like having a wife who knows that you golf every day, at least she knows like you make enough money where it's not a problem. Like I make a little money here and there when I win tournaments, you know, stuff like that. I'm not on your level.
I like wasting my money.
I showed up at the golf course today. My wife went and played golf today. I showed up at the golf course today. Here were all these little old ladies doling out money there. I'm like, are you gambling with the woman? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, you're a bad person taking all that money. They can't eat now.
So she's a pretty good golfer.
She's
careful.
She's playing like a 15 right now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hell, she's better than me.
She's better than me sometimes too.
That's always fun, right?
Exactly.
But so there was some story that came out about who's it, Westwood, that just got married and his wife's on his bag now.
Yep.
And you from experience have had your wife caddy for you as well. How was that? Like, a lot of people look at that and they're like, you know, I wouldn't be able to handle that. How is that for you?
Well, you see, I got lucky. The second time I married European.
Mm-hmm.
So she's, and people never understand this when I say this to them, is her and I are exactly the same person, just in male and female form.
That's awesome.
And she's as competitive as I am. And, you know, she played competitive volleyball, both beach and hard court. And so she's got that very competitive aspect to her too. So she understands it, and we understand each other very well. So when we're out there, she gets it.
That's pretty cool. So she wanted, like, she's in your ear. Could she read putts and stuff with you? Or at this point, I mean, at this point, like for yourself, you probably don't even, you just want them to leave you alone, hold your clubs.
No,
right?
her philosophy is any putt inside 5 feet's dead straight.
That's a hey to the back of the hole.
Hey, that's what I do. I just gotta I tend to hit it with my purse though.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Then it'll break.
Get rid of the putter cover.
Yeah. I'm right-handed using a left-handed putter, man. What do you say? I mean,
are you really doing that?
Yeah.
No, Brandon, I'm not doing that. God damn.
I've seen it. I've seen some weird
stuff. Banjos, just keep running.
Get the hell out of there.
Hey, he is in Bama.
That is true.
I knew I shouldn't have worn this hat tonight.
Hey, just be careful of Halloween. No pumpkin.
Oh Lord. This is top-notch golf radio right now.
This is what you want.
Go ahead. Brandon showed on the 12 head last week.
Oh yeah, my golf tan line is outrageous right now.
It's a 12 head. It's not a 4. It's not a 4 head anymore. It's a 12 head.
Hey, I tell you what, Stuart Sink still has to be like the Oscar winner.
Oh yeah, that one's amazing.
That's a great dome.
That'll clean up any category.
I can't believe that. When I think of a golf tan line, I think of his head every time.
It's actually kind of funny because when he takes his hat off, I keep thinking about that movie Coneheads.
Remove the decal.
Does have a cone head.
Yeah.
It's sake.
No, but it's golf's a unique game. It can make you feel really good and really shit at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It depends on how you end the day, but you're always going to come back for more abuse.
No, golf really is the worst possible game. Like people that take it up, they go, well, "Do you have any advice?" I go, "Yeah, give up now before you actually get addicted." Yeah. It's more addictive than crack and heroin or anything.
Yep.
Every week when I play, I say to myself, "Why did I just pay to play this?"
It's kind of like it's like donating money to be abused.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Yeah,
that's why you got to. Most of the time, that's why you got to drink for it.
Yeah, well,
that'll make you drink.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think that's why. That's what I'm blaming it on. Golf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, golfing, drink. I'm an alcoholic because I golf. I golf because I'm an alcoholic.
I need that shirt. I need that shirt made.
You play golf to become psychotic, or you are psychotic enough to play golf. Which one is it?
Yeah. Chicken or the egg.
Yeah, exactly. It really is.
Yeah.
So my dad, who you know, Stephen Wolf, he lives in
Steppenwolf, the band.
Yeah, the writer. He has lived in Gig Harbor, Washington for like 4 years now.
Yep.
So I go and visit him often. And we finally went and played Chambers Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And I shot 81. So I wasn't super mad, but that was one of the most difficult courses I have ever played and really, really made me hate everything. Have you played that course like recently since they changed everything, or have you played that?
I've never played it.
No?
No.
I was getting text messages galore from him. This call, I can't stand this shit. This is pissing me off. I'm like, golly, bro.
It's a beautiful course. Like they're insane.
Hold on. Go ahead and tell Roy what happened with the people you were playing with.
Oh yeah, dude. So I'm playing with this older couple.
Don't tell me you gave them the Mr. and Mrs. Havisham.
Even better than that.
It is good.
Playing with this guy, he's probably, I'd say, late 60s. Wife is a little Vietnamese lady, probably early 50s. And they're hilarious to play with. It's all walking, obviously, no carts. So we're on like hole 16. And she misses her putt and she puts it within probably 2 feet. And he doesn't say anything. And they've been telling each other good all day. And she's like, "Is it good or not?" And he's like, "Putt it, bitch." Good Lord. I couldn't stop laughing for the next 3 holes after that. It was ridiculous.
I'd have lost it, dude.
She thought it was funny. They laughed about it. See, that's what that's this kind of stuff that you need. That needs to be okay.
Exactly.
Because if it's not, you're in a world of hurt.
Exactly.
But that's pretty damn good.
Put it, bitch.
Put it, bitch.
That is good.
She missed the putt.
What was it? It was a 2-footer.
Yeah, which makes it much better.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's just brutal.
Yeah.
What's a course that you'd like to play that you've never played?
Maybe Pine Valley.
Pine Valley?
Yep.
Has have you played? You've obviously played like all the Bandon Dunes.
No, I've never been out of Bandon Dunes. I try and stay out of Oregon because I don't have a gun license.
Which courses do you not like playing? Like for Chambers Bay, that's never piqued your interest to play there?
It looked like a nice layout. Obviously, conditioning wise during the U.S. Open, kind of got a little charred. But no, it seriously, it's kind of like it'd be like asking a politician to have a debate on his time off.
Right.
I do it all the time. So when I'm not doing it, I don't want to be near a golf course.
Yeah. And you definitely don't want to be miserable while near a golf course. Make it worse.
Well, it's kind of like, I've always wondered why people want to be a member like Wingfoot or Oakmont, because you're basically doling out a bunch of money to be abused every single time you tee it up.
Yeah. Wingfoot, obviously, there's tons of stories for everybody. That course has chewed up and spit out everybody.
Well, seriously, it's like if you're going to spend that kind of money, you could have just like joined like an S&M club.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get abused.
Or buy an executive course for the money you're spending.
Exactly.
What about Augusta? Do you put that in the same category?
No, Augusta is actually very reasonable. It's the problem with Augusta is where you can and can't hit it. And
right.
you know where you need to hit it. And if you don't hit it there, you're going to have a hard time. So the penalty factor is blatant and straight in front of you. So it basically just plays a mental game with you the entire time you're playing it. So it's tough in that way. But no, Augusta's, I think, very fair.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. That is definitely a bucket list for me. What's the highest you finished in the Masters?
Tied for second.
Holy shit. Tied for, when was that?
Damn, you do not do your research.
I know.
See, I looked up.
Look, I told him, I said, Brandon, I'm going to let you handle this tonight. I'm just going to chime in.
You have 14 second places. I know that. You have 14 second places.
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry.
I did not know that one was the Masters, though. I don't know how I missed that.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, if our stats guy was here,
oh yeah,
he would have never let me take that fall. We have a stats guy, but he's getting fined because
it's double fine tonight.
Yeah,
he's in the penalty box, huh?
Oh,
he must play too much golf this week.
Yeah,
dude, he hasn't been home for a month.
Yeah, he's been in Washington twice, shrimping and
Bubba Gumping. He's been Bubba Gumping.
Yeah, he's created his own, Bubba Gump shrimp line.
Yeah, shrimp Creole. I love you, Brad. If you're listening, or if you were listening,
yeah,
but you are fine. You are
fine now. The fine will be on your desk, Brad. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yep. No golf for a month. He has to caddy now.
Exactly. I'll run through one more thing, and then I promise I'll let you go. I don't want to hold you hostage too long here, although I think we're having a good time. For the LPGA, do you pay attention to them pretty often, or do you do anything with the LPGA?
No, I don't do anything with the LPGA, but I do follow, quite a bit of what's going on. Obviously, I've got a few friends that play on LPGA, so nice. They've got a lot of interesting stuff going on.
Hell yeah. They also, for anybody who says like, women can't hit the ball as far, they hit the shit out of the ball. Like I can't.
They would seriously, if they let you play off the forward tees and they played the tips, they'd still whip your ass.
Yep. Oh yeah. And like I always think about tempo. Like for when most people get off, when I am off with my swing, it's because I'm swinging way too fast.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's most people. But the art of a lot of female swings are so slow and dialed in and consistent like, just take some of the testosterone out and stop trying to kill the ball. And it'd be an easier game sometimes. Not all the time, but it's crazy. It was brought to my attention that we don't talk about the LPGA enough. Even though we did talk about it a couple times now, back and forth with hitting distance, but some of the female listeners say they want to hear more about LPGA.
Wait, are you serious? Somebody brought that up?
Swear. Yeah. A couple of the ladies at the golf course listened to the show, and they said they want to hear more LPGA.
Well, we apologize. We will incorporate that more.
But I think the most exciting thing for me right now about the LPGA is the Korda sisters. I think that they're insane between Jessica and Nelly. Ridiculous. And they both won back-to-back earlier this year, which is pretty sick. So,
they got some pretty good genes.
Yeah.
Yep, Levi's.
Levi's. Yeah. No, not the cheap ones.
obviously, they've got a lot of athletic ability in their family, but obviously, I watched the end of the Women's U.S. Open, and obviously, it was fantastic for the two ladies in the playoff, but Lexi, obviously struggling in the back nine, and my heart went out to her because you could. I've been in a situation not as advanced as that or as important as that, but it was one that I can honestly say I really felt how she could feel in that moment, and I could totally understand why she didn't want to do it in media. But my heart went out to her because she obviously, I know her, personally. I know off the course. I know her brothers and her dad, and great family, really are, and they're all very competitive. And she really went out there and for 62 holes or 63 holes played phenomenal golf. And it was just obviously a heartfelt feeling for her, obviously finishing the way she did.
Yeah. She got beat out in the playoff, but she had a 6-stroke lead, I think. But she's done wonders is that what it was? 6-stroke lead?
She had a 5-shot lead on the back nine and did not make the playoff.
Oh, it was an outright. I thought she went to a playoff, so it was an outright.
It was a Japanese and a Filipino girl that went in the playoff. And I think what was the name? Sosa, something like that. Yeah. The Filipino girl won. She tied the youngest age ever to won the Women's U.S. Open to the day.
I think Lexi on 18 wasn't her approach shot in the bunker.
She tried to push it up too far and got herself in trouble, and then put in the front bunker and made bogey.
Yeah.
She's done wonders for the golf game though in the LPGA over the years too. So
I felt so bad. I felt so bad for her.
I appreciate you guys having me on. I'm going to get off before my phone dies on you.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot for coming on.
We appreciate you, man.
We'll talk soon, brother. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome stuff.
As usual.
Isn't it cool to talk to somebody who's actively like on the PGA Tour and gives you everything that you could possibly want to know, and how cool he was with every question he answered. I
ran out of beer though.
Did you? I didn't have any to start.
I only had 2 over here, and I told you when we started this, I'm gonna let you do a lot of the talking, and I'll just chime in when I want to. And I casually drank too much beer tonight, or drank it too quickly. So I'm out.
This guy's out of beer. He's out of time. I'm going to do, if we don't have a guest next week, I'm going to give you a 19 questions. What do you think about that, Adam?
I'm totally down for that.
See if you can break the course record. But by the way, what are we giving Rory? I think it's a five shot penalty to me because I laughed at some of his answers.
Yeah. So he had 84.
So 79?
79.
New record holder of the 19th pod. The 19th green.
Rory Sabbatini.
Rory Sabbatini. Course record holder.
Do you want to go over anything else that we had on our bucket list of stuff to go through? Or are we going to save that for next week since we had such a great time with Rory tonight?
Yeah, I think that we could save it for next week. I don't think we have any too hard pressing issues. I was going to ask Rory, about the Rom situation too, because I thought that would be a cool insight to hear, and how devastated. But
just text him and we can talk about it next week.
Yeah, it's funny with Rory though too. Like, I don't know who he pissed off over at the Golf Channel, but the guy's still a stud. Like, look at all the top 15, top 12 finishes this year, even, and every year, and he doesn't get talked about as often as he should. And sometimes people, like he said, portray people to be somebody that they're not. And I think he gets kind of a bad rap sometimes, and he's a awesome guy. I can't think of a better person to have on than what he just gave to us. And thank you so much for that again, Rory.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. I mean, dude, like he was talking about social media and everything that just happened, the media in general,
yeah,
they'll do anything to get a story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it was really cool just to, we had Adam Rank on, which was awesome. Adam Rank was great. And I'd have Adam Rank on every week if we could.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's fun.
But getting Rory on as, a guy that's on tour and, has won 6 tournaments. And how many top 2s did he have? What was it, like
14? One being the Masters, which I totally shit the bet on. That's how did I not know that? Let me see.
I don't know. If Brad, thank you. I blame that on Brad. Yeah, I blame that on Brad as well. So, but it was a great time tonight. Like I told you before, man, I was going to kind of let you run point, and I just was going to sit back and relax and ask a couple of questions when I wanted to. And that's it. I him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know him personally. And I don't, obviously, but it was just different. Yeah, it was just a cool perspective on golf in general and him. It was just fun. It was a fun episode for me it was actually really fun for me just to kind of sit back and let you do it and me kind of just listen, man. I mean, honestly, I didn't do much. I asked a couple of questions that I wanted, but that,
I think it was perfect. Yeah, I think the things that you asked I thought were really good too. And I thought it was great.
So, well, we appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. I saw a lot of interaction, which was awesome. We ask again, as always, please go subscribe, share it, review it. We really, I don't care where you guys do it, but we would really like our YouTube channel to get a little bit bigger for us. So if you guys can, please,
over there.
Yeah, go to the 19th Grade Pod. You'll find it on YouTube. Go ahead and smash the like button and the subscribe button for us. And if you are not watching live and you are listening to this via Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, we appreciate that as well. Go ahead and leave us a review. Go ahead and subscribe on Apple if you can. Man, dude, I had a blast tonight. Like I said, it was fun. I know you did.
100%. Yeah.
So
always, even without drinking.
Yeah, without drinking. But anyway, we will be back next week, next Thursday, probably same time, and we will see you guys then.
Out later, guys.
See you guys.